let us see this next MCQ, question number 5 from our paper. A particle describes a horizontal circle in a conical funnel whose inner surface is smooth with a speed of 0.5 meter per second. What is the height of the plane of the circle from the vertex of the funnel? So, the arrangement is like this. Suppose this is a funnel. I am showing two positions. So, this is a ball which is revolving here. So, this position of the funnel is not possible. Why? Because this surface of the funnel will exert a normal reaction N. If we divide it into the two components, then this component is provided by mg. So because of gravitational force, the ball will fall down. So no circular motion is possible. Now in this case, again the surface of the funnel will exert the normal reaction. So normal reaction has two components. One component is this, other component is this. This provides the centripetal force. The component which provides the centripetal force is present here, but this component N, if this angle is theta, then this is the N sin theta will provide mg. In this case, N sin theta is in this direction and mg is in the direction. So N sin theta and mg balance each other. Therefore, there is only one unbalanced force which is directed toward the center. So this is the only correct position. So the conical funnel should be kept inverted like this. अगोदर हा पण लक्षात द्यायला पाहिजे. And now we have to find the height of this plane of circular motion. So I have shown a rough figure. Now I will draw accurate figure. So we have to find h, height of the plane of the circle. Only the given quantity is the particle is described circle with a speed v is equal to 0.5 meter per second. And we will require g. So g is taken as 10 meter per second square, or it may be 9.8 meter per second square, etc. Like this. So we have to find the height. So now I will draw the accurate figure. So suppose this is the conical funnel. This is the vertex of the funnel. This point is vertex of the funnel, and the particle is performing circular motion, horizontal circular motion in this plane. So this is the particle of mass m. So this surface of the funnel will exert a normal reaction N. N must be perpendicular to this inner surface of the funnel. This should be like this. This angle is the 90 degree. Like this. So now this is the center of the circle. C. This is the height h. This is the geometry. This is the radius of the circle r. So this is semi-vertical angle theta. Therefore, this is also theta. Now, if this is theta, this is 90. This is 90 minus theta, and therefore this angle is also theta by geometry. So if this is theta, this is also theta, like this. Theta, this is 90 minus theta, and therefore normal reaction is perpendicular, therefore this is theta. So if you draw perpendicular, then this component is n cos theta. It will provide the necessary centripetal force. This component is n sin theta. It is balanced by md. So this is the position of the particles at P. This is the vertex O. So OCP is a right angle triangle. In triangle OCP, tan of theta is equal to this. Tan of theta is equal to perpendicular R upon H. So this is equation 1. आपण अशीच फिगर अँगल ऑफ बँकिंगच्या वेळेस पण काढली होती, पण तिथे हा अँगल थीटा होता. तिथला tan ऑफ थीटाचा फॉर्म्युला v square upon rd होता. We have used this formula, tan theta is equal to v square upon rd in 2 or 3 cases. This theta gives the angle of banking of the road. This theta gives this semi-vertical angle of this theta also gives the angle of deflection of the pendulum suspended from the vehicle, and the vehicle is taking a turn on horizontal curve road. बरेच ठिकाणी हा फॉर्म्युला यूज करू शकतो. इथे हा फॉर्म्युला नाही चालला, कारण थीटा हा नाही, हा थीटा. सो tan of theta will not be v square upon r g in this case. So we have to find the formula for tan of theta. In our problem we are given only v and we have to find h. R पण दिला नाही आपल्याला. So one more relation will be given like this from figure. N sin theta is equal to mg. So this is equation E, and n cos theta provides centripetal force necessary for circular motion in horizontal plane at height h from vertex O. We have to find h, and therefore n cos theta is equal to CPF is equal to mv square upon r. So this is equation B. So A divided by B gives n sin theta. वेक्टर रिजोल्यूशनची मेथड आपण आता बऱ्याच वेळा फॉलो केली. n sin theta upon n cos theta is equal to mg upon mv square upon r. So mm will get cancelled. So this is equal to tan theta. N cancel, m cancel. So this is equal to rg upon v square. This is equation B. See the change in the equation. For angle of banking, for semi-vertical angle of the conical pendulum, tan of theta is equal to v square upon rg. But in this case, tan of theta is equal to rg upon v square because theta has a different value. Ha theta nahi, ha theta hai. And therefore tan of theta is equal to, so now so this is equation 2. So equation 1 gives tan theta, equation 2 also gives tan theta. So equating 1 and 2. So Rg upon V square is equal to R by H. R will get cancelled and therefore height H is equal to V square upon D. आपल्याला फक्त व्ही लागणार आहे. हा फॉर्म्युला आपल्याला डिराईव्ह करता येईल. जे काही प्रॉब्लेम आपण स्टार करतो त्याचं कारण हेच आहे. फॉर्म्युला हा नाही. जनरली आपण इथे व्हॅल्यू टॅन थीटा इज इक्वल टू व्ही स्क्वेअर पण आर जी सबस्टिट्यूट करतो आणि प्रॉब्लेम रॉंग होतो. आर कॅन्सल होतच नाही आणि मग पुन्हा आपण ट्राय करतो म्हणजे तेवढा टाइम वेस्ट होतो. सो नाउ वी नो द करेक्ट रिलेशन. Height H is equal to V square upon Rg. There is only one unbalanced force n cos theta which provides the centripetal force and therefore the particle can perform circular motion. There are three forces n sin theta, n cos theta, md. Out of three, these two balance each other. So this is the unbalanced force and this unbalanced force provides the centripetal force necessary for circular motion. So circular motion is possible like this. So now we have to calculate H. So H is equal to V square 0.5 multiplied by 0.5 upon 10. So this is equal to 0.25 upon 10. So 2.5 upon 100 meter and therefore it is equal to 2.5 centimeter. So height of the plane of the circle is 2.5 centimeter. So correct answer is D. Height of plane of the circle. Plane of the circle from vertex of a funnel H is equal to 2.5 centimeter. Therefore D is correct. The choice is given in D. D is correct. So remember the formula. तर ह्या काही केसेसचे रिझल्ट जरा लक्षात ठेवायचे. आता सिच्युएशन क्लिअर झाली. समजा आपण हा कोनिकल फनेल जर इन्व्हर्टेड ठेवला असता, उलटा ठेवला असता तर काय झालं असतं. एन साइन थीटा आणि एम डी दोघे एकाच डायरेक्शन येतील आणि डायरेक्टली तो पार्टिकल तो ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्समुळे खाली पडेल. सर्क्युलर मोशन होणारच नाही. लक्षात. सो द फनेल मस्ट बी केप्ट इन्व्हर्टेड सो दॅट इट कॅन परफॉर्म सर्क्युलर मोशन ऑन इनर सरफेस. नाउ हियर दिस surface is smooth, therefore we are neglecting the friction like this. So this is the height of the plane of the horizontal circle. Next question number 6. It is a theoretical problem, easy problem. A body is moving with certain velocity in a circular path. Now the body reverses its direction, then A, the magnitude of the centripetal force remains same, the direction of the centripetal force remains same, the direction of the centripetal acceleration remains same, the centripetal force does not change. आपल्याला फक्त सर्क्युलर मोशनच्या प्रॉपर्टी माहिती पाहिजे. सो सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स इज ऑलवेज डायरेक्टेड टुवर्ड द सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल. सो इफ यू कन्सिडर द सर्क्युलर पाथ लाईक दिस, so suppose the particle is initially at A, the centripetal force is directed like this. When the particle goes to B, the centripetal force is directed like this. So see these two forces, centripetal forces, their magnitude is same, mv square upon r, mv square upon r, but directions are different. So whether the motion of the body reverses or not, इथे प्रॉब्लेममध्ये आपल्याला काय कंडिशन टाकलेली, द मोशन ऑफ द बॉडी रिव्हर्सेस द डायरेक्शन, म्हणजे व्हेलॉसिटीची मॅग्निट्यूड चेंज होत नाही, डायरेक्शन रिव्हर्स होतं. सो इनिशियली द पार्टिकल आर मुव्हिंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन, नाउ इट विल रिव्हर्स द डायरेक्शन. क्लॉकवाईज तर अँटी क्लॉकवाईज होऊन जाईल किंवा अँटी क्लॉकवाईज तर क्लॉकवाईज होऊन जाईल. सो वेदर डायरेक्शन ऑफ प्रॉब्लेम मधला वर्ड काय दिलेला आहे, द बॉडी रिव्हर्सेस इज डायरेक्शन, वेदर द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द बॉडी इन सर्क्युलर मोशन reverses or does not reverse. Does not reverse. First, the direction of centripetal force changes continuously. And therefore B is wrong. B is wrong. आता सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्सचं डायरेक्शन चेंज होत असेल तर सेंट्रिपिटल ॲक्सिलरेशनचं पण डायरेक्शन चेंज होईल. सेकंड, hence direction of a radial, it is also called as a radial, direction of radial or centripetal acceleration also changes continuously. Therefore C is wrong. C is wrong. Direction of centripetal force changes continuously. Therefore B and D. D मध्ये काय म्हटलेलं आहे, the centripetal force does not change. B, D and B. Therefore, only A is correct because even though direction of circular motion reverses there is no change in magnitude of velocity. Therefore, centripetal force is equal to mv square upon r, remains constant in magnitude. Remains constant in magnitude. Direction changes, but magnitude remains constant. तर ए मध्ये आपल्याला हाच पॉईंट दिलेला आहे, the magnitude of the centripetal force remains same. So only A is correct because this is the reason. Like this. So we know the property of the circular motion. When the particle moves on the circumference of a circle, the radius vector changes its direction continuously. In one complete rotation, all these vectors, centripetal force, centripetal acceleration, radius vector, they changes the direction by 360 degrees, like this. So this is the reason. Next, question number 7. So I will read the question. For a particle in uniform circular motion, the acceleration A, it is a vector quantity, it is shown in bold letter, at a point P r theta on the circle of a radius capital R is, here theta is measured from the x-axis. तर ॲक्सेलरेशनचे फॉर्म्युले दिलेले वेक्टर फॉर्ममध्ये आय जे मध्ये. वी नो दॅट दिस इज ए मोशन इन ए प्लेन मीन्स इट इज ए 2 dimensional motion like this. So we have derived this formula actually analytical method. So here we are considering the position P r theta polar coordinates. So this P point has Cartesian coordinates x, y. So x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. So this is the position vector r. This angle is theta. This radius is r. Like this. So unit vector r is equal to, if we draw perpendicular, then this is Pm, this is x. If we draw perpendicular, this is Pn, this is y. So radius vector r is equal to unit vector I times x plus unit vector j times y. Therefore unit vector I times r cos theta plus j times r sin theta, where theta is equal to omega t. Omega is constant for UCM. Therefore vector r is equal to unit vector I times r cos of omega t plus j r. Actually हे डेरिवेशन आपण डिटेल मध्ये बघितलेलं आहे. दिस इज इक्वेशन 1. So V is given by dr by dt. Why that we have explained in assignment. V is equal to dr by dt. तर डेरिवेटिव्हचा आन्सर मी आता डायरेक्ट लिहितोय. So V is equal to I r omega constant and derivative of cos is minus sin of omega t plus j constant, r constant, omega constant, and sin has derivative cos of omega t. So this is the value of V. Now we have to find acceleration. Acceleration vector A is equal to dv by dt. याचा पुन्हा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह आपण घेतला होता. So A is equal to minus I constant, r constant, ओमेगा, पुन्हा इथं ओमेगा कॉन्स्टंट येईल आणि साइनचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह कॉस ऑफ ओमेगा टी. नाउ हियर जे आर ओमेगा, इथं ब्रॅकेटमधला ओमेगा बाहेर येईल, कॉसचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह मायनस साइन. So this is equation 3. So this is minus, but ओमेगा इंटू टी इज इक्वल टू थीटा. आपल्याला तिथे दिलेल्या त्याचप्रमाणे इक्वेशन अरेंज करून दाखवायचं आहे. सो ए इज इक्वल टू मायनस आय आर ओमेगा स्क्वेअर कॉस ऑफ थीटा मायनस जे आर ओमेगा स्क्वेअर साइन ऑफ थीटा. बट V is equal to r omega. Therefore V square is equal to r square omega square. Therefore V square upon r is equal to r omega square. तर इथे r omega square दोघे ठिकाणी आपण V square upon r सबट्रॅक्ट करू शकतो. So A is equal to minus I V square upon r cos of theta minus G V square upon r sin theta. So acceleration is given in this form. आपल्याला जे चॉईस दिलेले ते या फॉर्ममध्ये दिलेले आहे. म्हणजे करेक्ट चॉईस आपल्याला सी मिळाला. डीमध्ये कॉस साईनची टर्ममध्ये दिला तो कट होऊन जातो. तर ए बी सी पैकी सी करेक्ट येईल. आय युनिट वेक्टर तिथे आपल्याला सी इज करेक्ट. म्हणजे आपण जे थिअरीमध्ये डेरिव्हेशन बघितलं त्याच्यावर हा प्रॉब्लेम आहे. We have used equation in terms of omega square. Here equation is given in terms of b square. हा फक्त फरक आहे. Next, question number 8. A cyclist is traveling on a circular section of highway of radius 2500 feet at the speed of 60 miles per hour. The cyclist suddenly applies the brake, causing the bicycle to slow down at constant rate. Knowing that after 8 seconds the speed has reduced to 45 miles per hour, the acceleration of the bicycle immediately after the brakes have been applied is 2 feet per second square. ॲक्च्युली इथे APS सिस्टीम यूज केलेली आहे, पण त्याचं कन्व्हर्शन आपल्याला माहिती पाहिजे. लक्षात. तर ते कन्व्हर्शन अगोदर म्हटल्यास बाजूला लिहून ठेवा ते. द व्हेलॉसिटी इज गिव्हन इन माइल पर आवर. सो कन्व्हर्शन फॅक्टर्स आर लाईक दिस. वन माइल्स इज इक्वल टू 5280 feet. 5280 feet. Therefore, 1 mile per hour is equal to 5280 feet upon 3600 second. So this is equal to feet per second, and I think this value is equal to 22 by 15 feet per second. 1 mile per hour. So remember this conversion rate. रफ व्हॅल्यू आपण याप्रमाणे दिलेली आहे. So now what is the first value? It is moving with radius is given, r is equal to given quantity 2500 feet. Vi initial velocity is equal to 60 mile per second. So using this conversion factor, 60 multiplied by 25 by 15, that is equal to 88 feet per second. Final velocity 45 miles per hour. So 45 multiplied by 22 by 15, so that is equal to 66 feet per second, and time taken t is equal to 8 seconds. इथून इथपर्यंत स्पीड कमी होण्यासाठी टाइम 8 सेकंड लागलेला आहे ब्रेक अप्लाय केल्यानंतरचा. आपल्याला विचारलं काय आहे, व्हॉट इज द ॲक्सेलरेशन. फीट पर सेकंड स्क्वेअरमध्ये व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला दिलेली. व्हॉट इज द ॲक्सेलरेशन. So why we have made the star? So we know the property of UCM and non-UCM. For UCM, V remains constant. Therefore, V is equal to R omega. Omega is equal to V upon R is also constant. Therefore, alpha is equal to 0. Angular acceleration. Tangential acceleration AT is equal to R into alpha is equal to 0. So these are the properties of UCM. So tangential acceleration is 0 for UCM. For non-UCM, this V is not constant. omega is not constant, alpha is not 0, AT is not 0. So this is the important one. So in this case, the body has only a radial acceleration. Here the body has the radial acceleration as well as the tangential acceleration. Halfway. So in this case, the acceleration A is equal to AR. In this case, the acceleration A is the question mark. So this suffix T stands for tangential. So this is along the tangent to the circle. Suffix R represents radial. It is along the radius towards the center. So we know these two directions. So in our problem, the motion is non-uniform because when the brake is applied, the vehicle slow down means its speed decreases. So first you have to give this conclusion. When cyclist applies the brake, speed decreases from Vi to Vf. Therefore, the motion is non-Euclidean. This is the important result. And in non-Euclidean, tangential acceleration AT is not equal to 0. Radial acceleration AR is not equal to 0. Therefore, acceleration A is acceleration A has magnitude given by A is equal to. So now how we can find A? So non-UCM can be shown like this. Suppose the particle is performing circular motion in this direction, like this. So at this position, when he applies the brake, AR is in the direction. AT is in the direction. Along the tangent. And therefore, if we complete the parallelogram, this is the linear acceleration or resultant acceleration. The resultant acceleration A has magnitude. So A is given by, now we have to use the Pythagoras theorem. So A square is equal to AR square plus AT square. So this is equation capital. तर हे क्वेश्चन आपण थेअरीमध्ये डिस्कस केलेलं तू मागच्या सिलेबसमध्ये होतं हे रिलेशन. आता नवीन सिलेबसमध्ये ते दिलेलं नाही ते. सो A square is equal to AR square plus AT square. So we have to find A. And therefore we have to find AR, we have to find AT. So AR and AT They are given like this. We know already the formula. Centripetal where AR is equal to centripetal or radial acceleration, and it is given by v square upon r. So in this case v square upon r. So when we apply the brake, we have to find the value at that instant, and therefore this value we have to take as vi, and vi is given this. So v is substituted as vi square upon r. So vi is equal to this 88 multiplied by 88 upon r is equal to 2500. So you can calculate this value. So AR is equal to approximately it will be 8.8 multiplied by 8.8 multiplied by divided by 25. So 1010 will get cancelled here. So 8.8 multiplied by 0.04. So this value comes, which is nearly 9. This is nearly 9. So 9 into 9, 81. So 81 multiplied by 0.4. So that is equal to, it will be 3 point something. So I will give the value directly. This is equal to 3.1. 3.1 feet per second square. Approximate value. 3 पेक्षा से ज़्यादा ही ना. So AR is equal to 3.1 feet per second square. This is equation 1. So what to find A? We know AR. Now what to find AD? Actually, first I am giving lengthy method. या UC1 and non-UCM च्या characteristics आपण बघितलेले आहेत. Dynamics of UCM and non-UCM. So how we can calculate the AD? Initial acceleration AT is equal to R alpha. So AT is equal to R into omega I minus omega F upon time t taken. R. This R into omega is equal to, so this is equal to Vi minus Vf upon t. So Vi is equal to 88. Sorry, this is final. This is initial. This is final. This is initial. The speed decreases, therefore it will have minus sign. So this is equal to 66 minus 88 upon 8 of, so minus 22 by 4. Minus 22 by 8. So minus 11 by 4. So this is equal to 80 feet per second square. इथे 80 चा स्क्वेअर हे मायनस साइन कट होऊन जाईल. So 80 square is equal to 121 by 16 feet square second raised to 4. say this is equation 2. Either you can use 80 or 80 square. Now you can substitute this value here. So this 80 is equal to a square is equal to, put 1 and 2, put 1 and 2 in equation E. So a square is equal to ar square. So 3.1 bracket square plus 121 by 16 direct अपन square केलेलं आहे. And therefore a is equal to under root of 3.1 square. So square of 3.1. $9.61 plus this is approximately 112. So 21 minus 12, that is equal to 9. Like this. So this is approximately 17.11. So A is equal to, nearly value will be equal to 4 point something. So 4.14 feet per second square. So this is the correct answer. Therefore, the correct answer is B. B is correct. B is correct. Actually, why I have said this method as a lengthy method? So reason is very simple. Now we have calculated this AR. AR is equal to 3.1 and see this equation. So A is AR. A is equal to under root AR square plus 80 square, like this. So A will be definitely greater than AR greater than 3.1. तर 3.1 पेक्षा ज़्यादा व्हॅल्यू ॲक्सेलरेशनची फक्त बी मध्ये दिलेली. सी द चॉईस. In A the value is 2. In C it is 3.10 म्हणजे ही व्हॅल्यू दिलेली. आता याच्यामध्ये काहीतरी ॲड होणार. जनरली आपण हा चॉईस घेतो. याच्यात काहीतरी ॲड झालं तर आन्सर 3.1 पेक्षा जास्त येईल. सो ओनली बी इज करेक्ट. म्हणजे लॉजिकली सुद्धा आपल्याला समजायला. सो आय विल डू दॅट मेथड नंबर 2. Method number 2. A R is equal to 3.1 meter per second square. Sorry, feet per second square. Equation capital A shows that A is greater than AR. So A is greater than 3.1 feet per second square. So only B is correct. 3.1 पेक्षा ज़्यादा फक्त आपल्याला B मध्ये दिलेली. ही सेकंड हे कॅल्क्युलेशन करावं लागतील. मग ॲटलिस्ट एक कॅल्क्युलेशन तुम्हाला करावं लागेल. सो this is the solution. So non-UCMJ problem जरा carefully solve करायला लागतात. So remember the properties of non-UCM. In non-UCM, AT is not 0, AR is not 0. So AT is along the tangent to the circle, AR is along the radius toward the center, and therefore the Resultant by law of parallelogram method will be A is a resultant acceleration A, and what to magnitude. So by Pythagoras theorem, either you can use this right angle triangle or this right angle triangle. So this angle is 90 degree. So A square is equal to AR square plus AT square. This is equation A. So we have to calculate AR separately. We have to calculate AT separately. So we have calculated AR first. AR is given by centripetal acceleration is equal to V square upon R. आता इथे व्ही काय घ्यायचा तो प्रॉब्लेम आहे, कारण आपल्याकडे दोन व्हेलॉसिटी. तर आपल्याला रिझल्टंट ॲक्सिलेशन इथे विचारलेलं आहे. ज्या पॉईंटला आपण ब्रेक अप्लाय केला सायक्लिस्टने त्या पॉईंटला विचारलं म्हणजे व्हेलॉसिटी पण इनिशियल पोझिशनलाच घ्यावी लागेल. ब्रेक अप्लाय करतानाची इनिशियल व्हेलॉसिटी व्ही आय घ्यावी लागेल. पण आपण व्ही आयची व्हॅल्यू इथे घेतलेली लक्षात. आणि टॅन्जेन्शियल ॲक्सिलेशन तर आपण डायरेक्ट घेऊ शकतो, चेंज इन व्हेलॉसिटी अपॉन टाईम. तर हा फॉर्म्युला लिहिण्याऐवजी डायरेक्ट असं जर लिहिलं तर त्याला डी व्ही बाय डी टी. सो चेंज इन व्हेलॉसिटी इज इक्वल टू मॅग्निट्यूड व्ही एफ मायनस व्ही आय. सो दिस इज ए टी. So we know AT, we know AT square, we know AR, we know AR square. So by substituting we can find the value of A. Approximately I have given this answer like this. So first we will consider question number 10. Question number 9 we will take next time. It will take some time. So we will cover this question number 10. A particle moves in a circular path with decreasing speed. Choose the correct statement. A. The angular momentum remains constant. Acceleration A is towards the center. The particle moves in a spiral path with decreasing radius. The direction of the angular momentum remains constant. तर सी तर रॉंगच आहे, कारण आपल्याला दिलेली कंडिशन द पार्टिकल मूव्ज अलॉंग द सर्क्युलर पाथ, देअरफॉर सी इज रॉंग. आता बाकीचे आपल्याला होईल. नाउ अगेन इन दिस केस द स्पीड इज डिक्रीजिंग. मागच्या प्रॉब्लेमप्रमाणे ब्रेक अप्लाय केल्यानंतर स्पीड डिक्रीज होत जाणार आहे. सो सिन्स द स्पीड दोघे स्पीड कमी होणार, सिन्स द स्पीड डिक्रीजेस अलॉंग a circular path, therefore the motion is non-Euclidean. मागच्या प्रॉब्लेम प्रमाणे. Therefore AR is not equal to 0, AT is not equal to 0. Therefore resultant acceleration vector A is equal to vector AR plus vector AT. So again I will use the same diagram. AR is in the direction, AT is in the direction, and therefore A is in the direction. By law of parallelogram, the resultant acceleration A is in the direction. So resultant acceleration A is equal to AR plus AT, and A is not along the radius and also not along the tangent. So A is not along the radius, A is not along the radius, therefore A is not toward the center of circle. फिगर मध्ये बघा, therefore B is wrong. B is wrong. Angular momentum vector L is equal to R cross P. Therefore, in magnitude, L is equal to R into P into sin of theta, R into M into V into sin of theta. Since V decreases, therefore magnitude of L also decreases. Therefore, vector L is not constant. Vector L is not constant. Therefore, A is wrong. A is wrong. Since particle continues circular motion with decreasing speed, it will not spiraling. Therefore, C is wrong. Therefore, C is also wrong. Therefore, only D is correct. Since there is a change in magnitude of V, but V has same direction along the tangent to the circle. So, direction of R cross V remains constant. Perpendicular to plane of circular motion. Therefore, direction of L is equal to M into R cross V remains same. Therefore, D is correct. Therefore, D is correct. Only D is correct. Only D is correct. So again, this is a problem related with the non-UCM. Since the speed decreases, the motion is non-UCM. So AT and AR both are non-zero. Therefore, the resultant acceleration is given by law of parallelogram method, and it is in this direction. It is not along the radius toward the center. Therefore, this B is wrong. Magnitude of L is given by R into M into V into sin theta. V decreases, therefore magnitude of L also decreases. So L magnitude decreases, therefore L is not remaining constant. Only direction of L is remaining constant, and therefore D choice is correct. Like this. Okay, we will stop here. Question number 9 is remaining, that we will discuss in next part.